Welcome back. As we earlier said, that the government and the state is very much into empowering and enforcing young entrepreneurs and in general partnerships. So today we're going to be talking about entrepreneurships and efforts exerted by the government to facilitate the route for entrepreneurship and different types of partnerships between people and between young entrepreneurs also at the same time. We're very delighted to be having with us here in the studio Dr. Nevin Nakhla, Management and Entrepreneurship Expert. Good morning, Dr. Nakhla.
Good morning. How are you?
Let us first talk about the importance or a good definition of entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship is defined at a large scale or a large spectrum of definitions. When you could point out that entrepreneurship to many points and many fronts. If you like to define it from your own assessment.
Entrepreneurship is very important for the economy and for the growth and for any dynamic economy. And what differs an SME, small medium enterprise and entrepreneurship is the innovation part. Entrepreneurs, they meet the challenges in the market need, and they meet the challenges in the world by the innovation and technology and by the continuous success and the continuous progress. A small and medium enterprise will just operate the company, start the company, but they can stay for years with the same level of achievement. But an entrepreneur is always achieving and striving new ways, new ideas, giving added value to the community and to the economy. It is very important to measure any country by the level of entrepreneurship in the country and the level of the impact they show and give to this country. Of course, the importance of entrepreneurship, not only the value added, not only the growth and the economy impact on the economy, also the new ideas, the new products, the new innovation, the new technology, the new ways of doing things. Also, it is a very big source of job creation, and it is vital for any dynamic economy, as we said.
Right. But let us just looking over any young entrepreneur. How could you predict that he is going to be a leader of business in the near future? I mean, is it a characteristic that someone is born with? Is it a talent? Is it some type of human nature that you acquire by experience? I mean, could you take it by experience? Is it a science that you could be attaining it by courses or something? Just give us, how do you assess an entrepreneur, a good entrepreneur?
A good entrepreneur should have two different things. The science, the knowledge, the know-how of strategy and planning and leadership and marketing and sales, and how to get the finance and how to reach out for resources and all these things. This is science that the government, the Egyptian government is helping and giving great support for Egyptian youth entrepreneurs with a lot of support, as we're going to go through each and every level of support. And also, it's another characteristic part. An entrepreneur is, what you say, as youth are calculated risk takers. They are bold, they are people with vision, people with passion, people with self-confidence and trust and good morals, because the studies, they say that a lot of people, they start their companies, they start as entrepreneurs, and within the first year they exit out of the business and they close the business. And this is because of the role modeling also for entrepreneurs. You have to give them a lot of role models on failure is not the end of the world. If you fail to succeed the first year or first few months, give it another try, be persistent. So this is one of the characteristics also, that entrepreneurs are persistent. They don't follow any bad, they didn't find the right funding, they didn't find the right skills or knowledge. No, they have to be fighters, they have to be calculated risk takers. They calculate very well their steps, but still being bold and aggressive in implementing their dream. Of course, there is no entrepreneur without dreaming. They have to have a vision and
dream plus vision.
A vision. They see something that others they don't see. Like all the fintech and all the new applications, mobile applications, all the new technological entrepreneurship ideas and projects, they are visionary people. But of course, if you have the vision and you have the passion and you have the inside of it, but you don't have the science, you don't have the planning part, you don't have the strategic part, you don't have the how to do it, where to do it, how to register, how to market, where to market.
That's a very important point.
Exactly, how to segment your market, to target which market. All these things are together, they form a successful entrepreneur.
Since you raised that point, let me go and move to the next question, which is the environment, the most suitable atmosphere that is created by the state to be able to enforce and empower entrepreneurship at large. But let me ask you first, is it limited to a certain age? I mean, registering yourself here and there, or planning for a certain project, or implementing an idea could be rejected if you're a little bit older, if you are above the age, or if you are under the age. I mean, is there an age limit that is set by the government?
No, there isn't any age limit.
And what in case they are setting an age?
No.
In that case, what could we do?
No, there is no age limit. There is no bias. Anyone could be an entrepreneur. The hand is given and the hand is supporting every and each Egyptian. With no differences in any education or any level. We have different things. It's either educated or not educated, university educated, not university educated, and also all the age groups. There is no limit for women and men, and this is the good thing about it. You can be an entrepreneur at any age, at any governorate, at any place in Egypt, in any industry. And the reports, the international reports, the World Economic Forum report, which was issued a few days ago, it mentioned very clearly that if you have a gap in one of the age groups, or one of the like female or men or age groups, or educated or not educated, you are making a gap in this entrepreneurial sector, and in this industry.
You're not conforming with the
exactly
with the rules of entrepreneurial sector.
So it is better to be a holistic approach. Everyone can be an entrepreneur, everyone will find the support, and everyone will be empowered and will be encouraged.
Only they have to be acquainted with the know-how.
With the know-how and where to go and what to support. Also, something very important that is making our beloved country the first and number one country in the Middle East and North Africa that are investing in startups and investing in entrepreneurship and helping entrepreneurs, and even the funding, everything is located for entrepreneurship. What makes Egypt number one is the networking as well. not only the funding, not only the incubators, not only the accelerators, not only the initiatives and the national projects that are taking place, but also the networking. And this is very important because, as we were saying, if you fail in the first year, the probability of people closing their businesses is very high. So when you have a network of support and mentors, this is a key success factor for entrepreneurs. To give them, to lend a hand at any age, at any gender, at any governorate, at any industry. Either it's a 10 billion project or a 1 billion project or a 1,000 Egyptian pound project. It is the same importance for the country, for GDP, for job creation, for economical growth, for stability. Also, if you want to see the entrepreneurship ecosystem and the level of entrepreneurship of a country, you see the level of political stability, the level of economical stability. And of course, our beloved president, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, is very keen with the political state and all the ministries. We have a lot of support for this sector of important economical growth factor.
That's very much true. What about the opinion regarding the steps taken by Egypt to support entrepreneurship? What tangible steps that has been taken, especially in the last 8 years, ever since President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have stepped into office? He have been empowering and enforcing youth at large, I mean, in general. But young entrepreneurs have been booming and have been starting to show up with innovative ideas and been taking opportunities and all that.
Yes.
How do you assess the steps, and what are the exact steps that are supposed to be taken?
Okay, if you see the GEM report, the Global Entrepreneurship Mentor report, which was for 2021-2022, which was issued also a few days ago, you see that Egypt, if you compare Egypt to the global countries of the GEM countries, we are very, very strong in the infrastructure, physical infrastructure of the roads, the transportation, the water, sanitation, gas, which is very important for entrepreneurship and for business. Also, we are very high in the infrastructure of the business itself and the market itself. We are very high in the market openness and the market acceptance and the easiness of doing business. Also, of course, we are high in two things, which is very important, which makes us one of 4 very important African countries in the entrepreneurship and in funding and in doing business and in the entrepreneurship world. Of course, the population, we have very high population, and the GDP, and also the knowledge and the infrastructure that we have. Back to your question, what the country and what the government is doing and the ministries are doing for the entrepreneurs in Egypt. A lot of holistic and complete support. We have in the last 8 years, especially from 2016, booming in the amount of education, amount of networking, amount of incubators, amount of accelerators, amount of training, amount of getting things together, getting people together, the amount of universities working on entrepreneurship. Like we have the Rouad 2030 initiative of the Ministry of Planning and Development. We have the TEEC initiative and incubator, the ITIDA, incubators. We have also the Ministry of Youth. They have a lot of work helping youth and supporting. The incubators, they don't only give support in the workspace or co-working spaces, they also give support in the know-how, in how to go to get finance. Also, we have in the few years a lot of support from angel investors, a lot of support from, as we were saying, the incubators, to give this. Remember when you asked me about is it born or skill or science? So also the many incubators that are supporting entrepreneurships, they give them the skills, they give them marketing, finance, packaging, a lot of things. I was mentoring one of the special needs, lovely young man. And if you see the prototyping and the incubators, how they helped him to do the product, to do the packaging, to do the marketing, to do the branding. The support is incredible from the government, and also our government, they have three key important prioritizing the state's vision for the acceleration of economy and for the growth of economy. First of all is the entrepreneurship, digitalization, and of course the fintech and the innovation and technology projects.
How do you see the importance of the, hailing the international monetary and entrepreneurship institutions to the efforts exerted by the Egyptian government? They have mentioned Egypt on several accounts as one of the leading examples when it comes to entrepreneurships and also empowering younger entrepreneurs.
Yes, we see that there is a hero behind the scenes,
of course,
in this area of international funding, the Ministry of International Cooperation. They are doing a lot of cooperation, a lot of protocols. If you go on their website and you see the amount of protocols and international protocols regarding international funding and international support. And as we were saying, the African report, the last African report also a few days ago, showed that Egypt is one of 4 countries around Africa that they are the leading in all the funding and all the support for entrepreneurs and for startups. The countries are Nigeria, South Africa, Egypt, and Kenya. And we see the support is humongous in this area.
Right. On this note, Dr. Nevin Nakhla, management and entrepreneurship expert, would like to thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And you have a beautiful day.
Beautiful day to you.
Best of luck. And we're going to go to a short break and we'll come to continue the breakfast show, so stay with us.